I've given a lot of praise to the custom locations in this game mode, but I feel like using Cloud City as a name when we already have Washington D.C. as a location is a little on the nose. They could have found us a different location name. Is the destroy deck still good? Yeah, Marvel Snap is a really well-balanced game that very rarely makes older decks unplayable. Generally speaking, if there was a deck you previously enjoyed playing, you could probably come back and keep playing it in Snap. Am I Vipering? I can't decide if I'm Vipering. I could do this. It's a little aggro. Oh, I am bricking a draw, though, still, because of Merlin. Look at that! Brood delivers, bricking a draw, Hogland. He's got us covered. Mobius? I am so smart. SMRT. Check to Brood must have cleared for the month. Get it, got it good. Pim to protect Mobius. I should have priority going into next turn, I think. Yeah. Also, like, if they limbo, I'm getting rid of limbos. They just don't have time. It's already turn 5.
Smells like victory.
Yeah, like I said, chat, I think you could probably put Stardust and Mobius into most combinations of 10 cards, 12 cards right now. And you need to just pick a way to make numbers behind those cards. If you have like a reasonable mid-range plan with those 2 cards, you're gonna be a-okay. Destroy your next card played here, snap to revive a card. Got it? Got it good. What chair and desk setup do you have? I have the OC6 from FlexiSpot, and then I think my specific desk model is actually too old at this point that they don't actually sell it anymore. I have one of their 72-inch bamboo tops. They have a good range of standards on their site. Mine's like 2 or 3 years old at this point. Bricking a draw when I don't have what's his name in my hand just unfortunate here. Especially when they have turn 3 negative. The back of the baby hand. This would brick a draw again on me is the problem. Alright, so Nico's not coming back, but it's fine. So the next card I play is turning into a demon. Which means the werewolf's not going to jump to it anyways. I think we do this. Maybe I do this to keep them honest over here. Hey Jeff, are you gonna play Diners with your deck highlights this week instead of Conquest? Yeah, probably. It's pretty similar. And there's a lot less retreating in this game mode, which makes it pretty enjoyable. Makes it better for testing decks too, where you actually get to see the games play out. Very minimal cost to test things. And that's just like literally perfect, right? So I'm gonna go grapple arrow. Omniversal, polymorph, acid arrow. Done. Does Mobius screw with the negative deck? It does, but I'm just ending the turn here. There's just not gonna be another turn. Acid Arrow to mess up their Zola. Acid Arrow is only 50% to mess up their Zola, and I could just outscale a null getting doubled, so there's no reason for me to do that. There's also pretty good rewards in the diner, honestly. So playing it, and then just like snapping when our hands are good and collecting the rewards is pretty solid. There's a lot of credits in here.
Wait, what happened? We won?
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh when people send me messages like this. Jeff, I want to let you know about some toxic mods in your Twitch chat. I asked about getting timed out, and I got timed out. And then I asked about getting timed out again, and I was timed out a third time. It's funny to me and how often timeouts get talked about on this channel that like someone can say they're a big fan and like be like not actually realize how that works. Also, gamer, and I know because I looked at your profile while I clicked this, if you're actually a big fan, you've been here for almost a year, and you've never even used your Prime sub to subscribe. So if you're truly a big fan, consider supporting the content even for free with a Prime sub to help keep that content you're a big fan of around and keep it coming. Are we passing out timeouts? We are, of course, of course. Timeouts are free in Hoaglandia. Speaking of primers, Nuclear Winters, thank you for the Baker's Dozen. Delicate Beast, thank you for supporting what I do here every month for 17 months. Good morning, good morning. Vivision, yep. Polymorph, lovely. All right, we're gonna jump this dog all around, gamers. Jump around, jump around, jump up, and jump down. Go. Ammo tap, thank you for the 17 months, appreciate the prime. I had some annoying person on Reddit that was trying to write a post that they were very upset with me, and they let me know, they listed in their post one of their grievances they have with me is that I shame people who have never supported. And it's just so funny to hear people just like know nothing about how this industry works, act like reminding people that their Prime sub exists and pointing out that they've never used it here is some type of shaming activity. All right, what am I doing here? I think it's I kind of want a once in future though. I want a once in future. It's this. Maybe it's this. I think it's this. Final answer. Final answer. Final answer. Final answer. Bumbles, thank you for the brand new Prime. Fempi, thank you for the brand new Tier 1. Because you know what happens every time I point out someone's been around for a long time, they haven't supported? They often support. They're like, oh, I didn't know that Prime sub thing existed. Oh, yeah. A lot of it are the same people that are like, everything should be free all the time. I can't believe Second Dinner would sell cards, etc. Well, then, that could have gone better. I suppose it could have gone worse as well, but... This is actually pretty good for us, yeah? Oh, wait. The way this stacks up, actually, this would put... Yeah, this blocks the sentry. That might be fine, though, because the dog's gonna end there. It's actually fine. I think it's actually fine. I'm actually not going to generate a void with this sequence, but I think it's okay. So I'm gonna end the werewolf on the right, so. Could get eat shit to a tech card here.
Power must be controlled.
Oh no! Danger won the game! They got me. They got me. All right. Well, we have Danger killing something in this highlight at least. And it won the lane, chat. Look at that. If I would have put the demon on the right, we would have won there. I probably should have played around Shang in their Fenris Wolf deck, huh? Gosh, I really hope they don't unnerf him. I really hope they leave him how he is. He is very, very fine just how he is.
I owe a very large bookie a very long massage.
I think I just draw my cards here. We've heard your feedback. We're making Shag a 4 from. I think if they wanted to give Shag even 2 points of power with this current text box, that's fine. A-okay with that. Oh, this is the downside of this game mode, right? This is not a human. Pretty sure this is not a human. Pushing the button makes things a little weird with the pool school is the problem. I guess the monster just slides around. Although with the way that landed center, I kind of don't mind my monster not being there, huh? There's a chibi for danger. Okay, that's good to know. I could definitely go open for that. It's gonna collect up my my what's it called here. Because then werewolf is gonna end over here. That's how this works, right? He's gonna be my biggest. So look at the location should resolve left to right. Oh, this is another one that only activates one time. I guess next snap is supposed to imply it only happens once, huh? Is what that is. All right, we hit the bub refill upgrade, which means our cap is now 60k. That's the last refill upgrade, yeah. There's farming for nachos in a variant now. All of the snap 2 and next snaps are early ones. Yeah, I feel like I need more clarity on that, on the location. It's good to know mentally, but it doesn't communicate that to me. When's the optimal time to move up a plate? When you feel like it. This game mode really isn't the... A lot of this game mode is more about how much you're snapping to get the nachos, and a factor is how long you want to play before you're done is also a thing. We can kill the dog. We cannot. She only kills with less power. However, hold please. Danger's gonna do her best Christy Gnome impression here real quick. All right. So we murk the dog. We Stardust just in case. And then we soak 2. And then next turn this is 4 and this is 3 and I can play both of them. I can't move the dog anymore. Our dog anymore. Good night. Sleep tight. I'll see you and good day.
The mystery intrigues me.
I think there's a world where we die in a what's it called, so I can't snap here, but obviously we get to stay, and that's why this game mode is fun and good for content. Just staying is optimal. It's Marvel Snap, not Marvel Retreat. Okay, cool. Right on time, Merlin, yep.
Victory.
Smells like victory.
Oh, man. And I'm going to assume this reporting is accurate if Fox News of all places is reporting it. The Trump administration is currently considering raising the retirement age for Social Security. That sounds much better than taxing the rich, yeah? None of you were planning on using that ever, yeah? I'm so tired, boss. I'm so tired.
Enough said, bub.
Do I want to jump the dog around, or do I want to put Stardust into play to screw this Wolverine up? I think I just want to dust him. Because we have priority here. You could jump the dog later. I kinda can't. I think I needed one more stab for my nachos.
Victory.
Opponent left, sure.
I love this game.
Even in this mode, we can't escape the Marvel retreat chip. Oh no, I messed up. We need two more for we needed 3 for Nacho. We must have just done it. Joke's on them, I plan on dying before I retire. Yeah. Ugh. That's the... I often joke about how, you know, I'm upper middle class, which means I might get to retire someday. But that might get to retire someday does really kind of depend on Social Security being there for at least part of it. That might and someday pull in a lot of work there. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've had to support my parents in their retirement until they could make it to Social Security age. It's the only way they can live independently now. Yeah, my parents will probably only ever retire if they make it to Social Security. Which means it makes even less sense that they're the diehard conservatives that they are, considering they basically have fucking nothing. But it's the immigrants and the poorer people's fault that they have nothing. It's not the billionaires. Yeah, Doomspire is having their full release this afternoon. G-Man's here, so we're gonna try their release build today, this afternoon. Oh, Dockerson. All right, hopefully this Mobius is about to screw up their swarms here. Is there ever danger this turn and Mobius next turn to try and slay something? No, I want to proactively shut the swarms down. Will Jeff get me addicted to another game? Listen, Doomspire has a really novel business model I would like more of you to learn about. They're asking you to pay $15, 15 USD, and for that price, they are offering you an entire video game. And I know that sounds weird, but I promise it's not a scam. Want to give you an entire game for $15. I think we're good here. Oh, you know what? I could get, they could play 3 swarms here and block me, yeah? So I should polymorph here just in case. And then I think I want to end the dog center. Okay, cool. But will there be in-game purchases to give me 1% more of the game to play? No, you get the whole thing. Whole thing. All right, now I just need my Viper not to transform into something that kills the werewolf. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I goes the stat pig. Quite good, honestly. God, Benjamin Brown, I was just complimenting your game. I was just saying something nice about your game. And this is how you repay me? Less good now, but still fine. It's less good. It's less good now, but so I should have stabbed. I need to stab more.
Victory.
Wait, what happened? We won?
How much do you normally get paid to play games on stream per hour? It really just depends on the game. So like the price I charge an indie game like Doomspire or like Once Upon a Galaxy is like markedly less than something like, say, you know, Raid Shadow Legends or Marvel Strike Force. Basically my hourly rate tends to be proportional to how aggressive the monetization in the game is. The games that I know make more money, I require more money for an hourly rate. If we're doing sponsored content for them. And then I have a manager that negotiates all that on my behalf typically. I actually don't even know what the Doomspire rate is. I don't know offhand. The game's good. Game's genuinely good. We played the demo and they were like, you want to do more? I was like, yeah, it sounds great. You know what else sounds great, chat? Whatever these adverts are trying to sell you, unless it's cryptocurrency, because fuck those guys. We'll see you in 120 seconds. We're going to play some more of this werewolf deck when we return. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you tap the like button, gamers. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. We're going to stand up for a little bit, stretch the old legs out. So far, we haven't really had time to play Danger out in this deck. And that was kind of the problem with Omega Sentinel as well. These 4 energy activate cards feel like a tough sell to weave into your curve because you have to play them on 4 or 5. You can't play them on 6 because then you can't activate them. And they're 4 energy, so you can't play them before that typically. This build does have Zabu and Surge at least to occasionally let us get in before that, but hasn't worked out that way. That's true. Danger did murk a Cosmo one time. We had that going for us. We do have that going for us. Am I gonna take Danger out of the deck? Nope. I've only played with the deck for about 30 minutes, so we're gonna get a chance to see and play some more games and see if it still continues to feel that way. Or not. Oh, children, I'm taking my oldest camping this weekend. It's supposed to storm tomorrow. That's annoying. Oh, I cleared up a little bit. Sporadic instead of raining all day. I think I'll take that. Sporadic rain instead of rain all day. Supposed to be raining when we get there, though. Setting up tents in the rain sucks.
Time to make a chimichanga.
Well, we played Doomspire. We're gonna start Doomspire in about an hour is the plan. I'm gonna wrap up with that on stream today. So I think their global release just happened. I think they were going live on Steam at noon. I didn't want to go live right away just in case they had any. Sometimes there's technical issues with releases, so we're gonna be checking them out a little bit. We're gonna diner for a little while, then we'll wrap on them. Oh, come on, Benjamin. I'm so annoyed right now. Declined eating the hood. Immediately get punished. She's got a really good animation. The animation team needs a raise. They really do. They've done such a killer job. Will she try and destroy the shield? She will potentially try and target the shield. Here you go. Okay, and she did nothing, which means she targeted the shield. Oh shit! I forgot I wasn't gonna get the thing from Sentry. I forgot Dust just stops this thing outright. Alright, cool. We won anyways, conveniently.
Victory.
I thought I was gonna get a random 5. All's well that ends well, I suppose.
I love this game.
And honestly, games like that are why I've been enjoying this game mode, where it's just optimal to stay in the game even when things look kind of bad, because you end up getting some of these weird wins that you wouldn't have gotten because it would have been optimal to leave when you're losing most of the time. Yeah, we get to finish games. It's nice that so many of these limited game modes encourage you to play Marvel Snap and not Marvel Retreat. I think I'm gonna Surge rather than Merlin. It's close though. That's a nice one. Does Stardust stop cards from switching sides? It does not. That's definitely a 50-50 win. They're gonna get Surge in the middle though. So we're locked out mid, but I think that's fine. This Pim Arrow is turning into a demon off the Nico. And then Dog's going up to 13 with the Hood and the Acid Arrow jumping across. It's like sad, but not the end of the world. I forgot to drop their Surge into play. They're definitely a Shang-Chi deck. So do I put Killmonger over here or Demon over here to fade Shang-Chi? Probably. Oh, I forgot they discarded Shang. I forgot they discarded Shang. Easy peasy. Look at this dusty boy, Chip. Dusty gal. She's so toxic. She's beautiful. Do do do. Do 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 do. So, I do not think Diner and Ladder should have snaps behave the same. However, I think there is a somewhat compelling argument that could be made that perhaps the always on game mode should be less about retreating and the limited time game mode should be the one where you're bailing out with some frequency. I think that's an interesting discussion. I think variety is the spice of life, and you absolutely want there to be a range of different gameplay experiences for Marvel Snap to offer. I don't think the solution is remotely all of these modes should behave the same way. I would disagree pretty strongly with that. I need one more snap for 150 nachos. Let's just get that in here now. And we'll have 7 energy next turn with Once in Future. That's pretty punishing. I could be right to polymorph plus danger in the center as well. This has to be the most generous limited time game mode so far, in less than a day in, and I have the new card, 8 variants, 2750 credits for nothing. Hope secondary season says a success and not an overcorrection. I would be Yeah, I don't know what to expect. I feel like a couple of people have suggested they might have gotten their math wrong, and honestly, seeing how the numbers work out, it kind of feels that way. We'll see though. I got the new card in barely 5 hours of play, which is not a lot. Honey. They snapped 3 times, gamers. They snapped 3 times, and this was their play. This was their play. They snapped 3 times.
Victory.
Big, I've made a huge mistake energy.
Smells like victory.
Another Clog gamer, Abe. All the Clog gamers today love us some turn 2 Merlin into Clog. Little sad to lose Stardust, so we can't do their debris. All right, Merlin. Viper's gone. I'm counting on you, bud. I'm counting on you, bud. Old buddy, old pal. Carnage is a hungry boy, chat, and if spells are the only thing that are around to eat, he shall be satisfied by them. Think I'm just supposed to tuck this rather than hope for polymorph? And again, one of the #1 things you can do against Clog is just make sure you're filling your locations proactively, because you want them to be full on your terms, not on their terms. So my 2 locations that have the most cards in them, I'm making an effort here to fill them up, so that way they can't add stuff to them this turn that I don't want added there. I could lose this. I could lose the right in the center. Do I do this and make it so they have to play center? Does it make it so they have to play center while putting 2 here? That's close. I think they're going to play center regardless. Oh, and we end up short with the grappler. We're pulling it out, right? We're going to be 14 to 15. Close game. GG. That's fine, though, chat. I stabbed 3 times, so I got my nachos. That's all I wanted out of my life for my nachos, chat. We're just gobbling up. We're gobbling up the nachos. We're still at 61,000 bubs. Gotta spew my bubs here. We're gonna be kicking over to Doomspire soon, so I gotta spend them out. The Tribunal movement deck is very good. A variation of it was in the best decks roundup last night on the Hooglandia Snap channel. If you missed that, there's that and a bunch of decks covered in there. I also highlighted the Move Tribunal deck last week on the decks channel. Is very, very, very reasonable. About to be a taco truck on the board. We're just playing the wolf dog out here. Okay. So I'm gonna go Viper here, Nico here, Chimichanga here. That'll end the dog here. This'll be 5, this'll be 9, we'll be at 14 here. Need to be in a favorable spot. I'm gonna position ourselves to snap 3 times this game, potentially. Alright, so they're gonna have a demon in their hand from their Silver Surfer. I don't know if that's good for them or not. They might have been planning to use a different thing with that card. And this is Stardust, right? So because this is Stardust, my Sentry actually gets to get played without generating a Void this turn. Which is pretty good for the home team. And this is again a spot where just like playing Danger Out is not optimal, so we're not doing it. Oh, I forgot to snap. I do that so much. Forget to snap so frequently. Now I'm only gonna get 2 snaps in, and I need another game to finish this Nacho plate. And I'm down bubs if we win. I'm up bubs if we lose, but I think we're winning. They seem pretty cooked, gamers.
Victory.
I love this game.
We'd have hit our next breakpoint. Honestly, we're probably gonna hit a million bubs this week. I guess I'll be off for the weekend, but I think we're just gonna play a bunch of Diner next week is my plan. It's a great mode for testing decks. I really prefer a game mode where we get to see all the games play out. When we're deck testing, it's lovely, lovely. Opponent is doing some movement. You know, I suppose this deck doesn't really have great tech into the move deck. I guess gumming their board up a little bit is okay. Like Viper Sentry stuff. Not a casual move player. Beauteous. I might snap once and then end up losing anyways, just so we can get our nachos done. Basically spending 3k bubs that don't really matter, so we can grab some nachos, have it reset. I do that now. I think there's a good chance that we're dead, but the nacho min-max demands that we push the button here. I suppose there's a world where we get Merlin down early, and then... there's a world where we get Merlin down early and we take away their 7th turn, and then from a consistency standpoint we get them, but that's not an option with double limbo. Viper here, Kate here. I'm gonna try the Nacho min-max term this weekend to explain why I'm eating so many. Whatever sparks your joy, gamer. Snap 2. No, from a Nacho perspective, I don't need to snap again. I think I want to jump the dog around a couple of times, ideally.
Such is my judgment.
I think it's like tuck someone over here, end the dog middle, play this over here. With Sparky and Anya, it might have been right to play Danger last turn to try and kill our Anya. I really wish this card had some amount of targeting. The fact that she's just full random, a little scuffed. Is there a particular type of stat you're interested from Diner? Because from my perspective, Diner feels mostly the same as the other game modes. So I'm curious what you think anecdotally feels different. No Human Torch probably means 20's enough. just what decks are doing well because it feels more combo heavy than usual. So again, there's... I don't think Untapped can measure from a perspective of what you're asking. For reference, I posted a best decks roundup that included some Diner looking at last night on the Hooglandia Snap channel. Again, gamers, ring the bell, subscribe, all of that. YouTube's not going to push you my content unless you go look for it. Their algorithm is not kind. But it's... The combo decks aren't more popular in Diner because they're winning more bubs. The combo decks are better in Diner because combo decks have more clear, okay, I'm in a position to snap on 4, 5, 6. So the combo decks don't min-max win rate and don't even strictly min-max bub rate, but they min-max your effective Nacho output. New sentence in the English language right there. And just like, I'm like 99% sure Untapped is not tracking like number of snaps per game and stuff like that. And some of that shows up in how many bubs you're getting, but not directly. Some of it could be the fact that they nerfed the tech cards to a degree too, but there's still a lot of people breaking stuff. They have very high ENO, effective Nacho output. That's it. That's the take. Effective ENO. Is Danger going to be Series 5 or Series 4? The limited time game mode cards are basically always Series 4. Can someone fact check me? Kid Omega is the only time we've ever had a limited time game mode card that was Series 5? Is that accurate? Am I forgetting any? Cassandra Nova and Kid Omega. So generally speaking, they are Series 4. Two exceptions. Honestly, I have enough bubs at this point. I think I'm just triple snapping to get the nachos here. I think we're sitting at close to 100K. This means I brick a draw here, but it is what it is. Into the face of a Merlin, I really don't want to once in future. I really don't want to Viper my hood. It's funny, if anything, my experience today has been more Clog than combo. You know what I think is one of the #1 signs that Marvel Snap has one of its typically diverse, good metagames, even in this game mode? I'm sitting here discussing with chat what decks are popular, and I'm getting like 6 different answers that are different than my experience. Because remember, the plural of anecdote is not data. The last handful of games that you played does not indicate a representation of the meta, even if you hit the same deck 2 or 3 times in 5 games. That's just like how variance works sometimes. Beep, beep, beep. I already have one snap, so I'm only gonna snap again if it looks like we're definitely winning. We don't get more nachos from it. Cerebro 8 has been everywhere for me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Discard is a matchup where our various technology cards are not particularly great here, I don't think. Yes, that is correct. If you go into a game with 2 snaps and you snap more than once, the extra snaps are just kind of wasted. Is accurate. Mobius is nice to have against Bullseye. It's okay. They could destroy your Nimrod. I like the optimism, but that is pretty unlikely. Assume we're just not going to hold up on the right here. We could hold up on the left potentially, but the right's going to be pretty sketchy. 19 there.
You won't need this anymore.
I'd have been short in the center, adding 13 there. Oh, would I have been? 13, yeah, it would only been 20. It's fine, we've got some nachos in the bank. We're really just like cruising through. I'm gonna be curious to see if any of these game modes come back with a shop similar to this one, because the shop in this one just seems so gracious. Honestly, I think this next couple of games I'm just triple snapping regardless of the outcome, just because I want to log the spend my nachos before we start on our next game after this. When you're ready to be done with your session for the day, you want to just spew your snaps, basically turn your bubs into nachos, is what you're looking to do. Blow the bubs out. The highest level you can blow them out. I was about to complain about the game adding a card to my hand, but I'll be quiet. No complaints. No complaints here, Benjamin. You do you. Benjamin knows best. O12. O12 might be slightly above rate. Ready to Merca Lasher, chat? Looks like Namora. Need to keep snapping here. And I get to fill the white hot room this turn. Oh, could I? I suppose I could do this instead. Yes, this is probably better. This is rude, gamers. This is rude. I would say I feel bad about this, but I don't want to lie to you all. Oh, we could get Galactus. Nope, that was Black Panther, and they were... No, I didn't get to snap again. Fuck, I forgot to snap. God, it's so easy to forget to snap in this game, but I even started snapping early so I'd remember. My number one request for this game mode is we desperately need a bot to take over the opponent when they leave. They don't lose anything extra for leaving. I should get to my entire Nacho economy is ruined. All right. We need to run an advert, but then we're going to continue farming nachos with this when we return. Thank you for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. If you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying the vibes this afternoon, I'm genuinely having a ton of fun with the diner. Werewolf's a good time. Game Mode Structure's a good time. Tap the like button, gamers, if you're having a good time with me. We had Danger do something, chat. She did a thing. Danger did a thing. Mark the calendar. Replacement for Danger. Caution. Yeah, man. Make sure you take a little caution. Have a little caution. That's a good one. Good answer. You can't just tell chat to replace Danger with a good card. That gives away the whole bit that she's terrible. At least pretend she might be okay for a second. Give the illusion. She's not terrible, chat. You have to have her. She's so important. Substitution for Danger. Gotta play more Diner, obviously. I really wish they'd give some of these destroy card designs a little bit of targeting. The random range on them is tough. We had that like game against Lasher where like when their location's 0 where it's like okay, but a lot of the time. I'm gonna snap once here for the Nacho economy. So we don't forget and they don't leave early. Snap early and snap often. It's Nacho optimal. Remember when they learned to give discard targeting? That was nice. That is a good point. For a long time, they didn't give... This card didn't have targeting. They finally figured out that, hey, we should do this. Should you always snap in this mode? No, it's more complicated than that, Gamer. Perfect. I ended Werewolf on the left, so we should be denying them a Galactus trigger here. Oh, no, wait. I think I ended Werewolf in the middle, actually. I did. Sedge. Sedge.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
How much you should or shouldn't be snapping in this game mode is directly proportional to how many nachos you currently have available to you and where your bubs are, and then how long you intend to continue playing the game for. There's a number of factors. I think I successfully ended the dog in the right spot this time. Let's find out. Oh, this is my Mobius. I was like, there must be something I'm missing here. Think I need to play for all the locations. It starts looking kind of hard too, right? How can I? I don't think I can. This has me winning everywhere, yeah? Because the dog jumps twice and is at 19. I need to beat their Galactus being played somewhere. What needs to happen.
We are the future.
Wow, brutal. Magneto gets us. Close. And it better close. Got our nachos. Nachos in the bank though. I feel like they've done a good job with their recent game modes of giving the players who are losing little victories with what's it called? With Sanctum Showdown, we had you still got points that counted towards your thing based on ones that you got over the course of the game. With this one, there's still nachos from your snaps, etc. Feels like good system design overall. I feel like that's something 1v1 PvP games often struggle with. Is making it so one player out of the game doesn't feel super unsatisfied every time. And here again, I'm just snapping because I have plenty of bubs and we're about to be done with our diner session, so I just want to get my snaps, convert as many bubs to nachos as possible. Move Tribunal puts up big numbers and everything lines up. It's super fun and satisfying, I agree. We played that one for a bunch to start this morning. Lovely. I'll play this demon out here. We're probably not that good against ongoing. Our numbers are only okay, and our handful of tech cards line up mediocre here. They don't really care about Mobius or Stardust. This actually could be a matchup where Danger has a chance to shine, unironically. Do you have to win to get nachos? You do not. You just have to have snapped during the match. Every 3 snaps you execute, you get nachos. So when you're ready to be done with your session, you should just snap a bunch and clean the nachos out. Okay, and now I have priority here, and Danger's going to legitimately do a thing and murder this, yes? She's gonna kill the captain here? Yeah, 3 snaps per game. So you can always convert to a full nacho hit per game. Should we chibi first and try and hit Moonstone? That's an interesting thought. It gives them another chimichanga, but that's probably fine. Is it worth giving them a chimichanga for a 1 in 6? I don't know the answer to that question. I lean towards no. Because the right side is so open, those 2 points could really matter. Yeah, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's not worth giving them a chimichanga for a 1 in 6. Should we save Sentry for an extra in Stardust now? No, I'm gonna high roll a polymorph on the Merlin. Unlucky. My opponent retreated! Gamer, we're all in! Play the game!
Wait, what happened?
Play the game, gamer! There's no reason to leave! You've got no downside! You are getting the nachos regardless! How embarrassing. You don't need to manually collect nachos for the quest. You do not. They automatically get added. It's very clean. JLP, thank you for the over 2 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. They thought we were going to kick their sandcastle. Maybe. They thought I was snapping for a reason. Little do they know I'm just crazy. Do I actually Nico the Zabu so that way my Sentry and Stardust are cheaper if I draw them? I think so. It's close. I think this is optimal. Rewarded. Well, okay. I don't have to get rid of that now. I guess we'll do this. And then next turn we'll Sentry into the center, and then we can Viper the Sentry thing across. I don't really want a Sentry. I think I want to just get the dog down. And then the hood body is taken care of. Double the Void. The Void has a 4 energy cost, gamers. Oh, no. Oh, no! All right, expansion left. Expansion left. Expansion left. Please, expansion left. Rutro Raggy. Rutro Raggy. Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky. The Wolf's gonna have to take one for the team to send the what's it called across here, though. That's just not gonna be optional. Do I want to play this out? I might want to play this out. Do I put this in the center? I'm going to 14. They're going to 14. I guess I could just put Surge here. I don't think they're going to be able to add more points here, right? Oh, Merlin spell potentially. Yeah, that's a good call. Alright, I'll do this then. Theory, we could lose left and right here, I suppose. Stardust stops Polymorph. It does not. Polymorph is a transform, not adding a new card. So Circe and Polymorph work while Dust is in play. Oh, they can Polymorph by Void. Yeah. I'm thinking about that. We're only going up to 20 on the left. Yeah, we could realistically lose left and right because of the Merlin. I wasn't thinking about that. I don't think I had another line. Yeah, GG opponent. Should we Surge left and Omni right? That could be okay. Just assume they can't put more points to the center. That might be right trouble. It's end the dog right by getting rid of it. I don't hate that. So when we were putting this deck together, I gave the commentary that I think you could kind of add Mobius plus Stardust to a lot of different stats packages in Marvel Snap right now and kind of just go on your merry way. And the reason for that is if you look at the best decks roundup on the Hoaglandia Snap channel, the kind of big go over the top decks in the metagame right now really kind of eat it to one of these two cards. There's Mr. Negative that Mobius beats up on, and there's Hela that Stardust beats up on. And then so long as you have some way to make numbers to pair with those, you end up in a pretty good spot against a lot of the other things in the metagame that don't just get completely shut down by these. And in this deck's particular case, we have Werewolf by Night along with Sentry, and then like some Viper Hood stuff as ways to put points into play. And then Danger was our new card here. Can you play this deck without Danger? Yes, absolutely. Is Danger optimal here? I honestly don't know. Probably not, is my instinct. She had a couple of moments during that set. She killed a Lasher for us and a couple other things. I don't even know that I would say you should play Shang-Chi in her slot. I really don't think, it didn't feel like we had a problem with that type of thing. I feel like if I was going to sub Danger for a tech card, it would probably be either like Enchantress or Cosmic Ghost Rider, like some way to interface with with enchantments ongoing stuff, I think is probably where you want. Juggernaut could be fine as well. I think I'd probably lean Cosmic Ghost Rider with Enchantress being a budget choice there, but Juggernaut's a pretty generically powerful Marvel Snap card too, and it's a 4-drop that works with Zabu. The one downside to things like Shang and Juggernaut is they're a little awkward with Surge. Surge really wants us to be able to play out our cards proactively, and basically everything else in the deck is a card that we don't mind playing on curve after we play Surge out.